Good afternoon, class. Today we are going to talk about machines. For your bell ringer, I want you to get out your science journals and I want you to think of any machines that come to the top of your head and I want you to write them down, and also what parts do you think make up the machines? Okay, raise your hand if you've ever been to a zoo. A lot of you've been. I've been to a zoo before too. So what are some of those large animals that you saw while you were at the zoo? Well, y'all just think about all those different animals. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, an elephant. Yeah, and a giraffe. Good job. Imagine that the zookeeper came up to you and they said that they needed your help to figure out how to move that elephant or that giraffe or any other big animal to a different cage. Would you tell them to use any certain thing? What exactly would you tell them to do? Well, some of you suggested that they may use a machine to help move that animal. Well, what do you think of when you hear the word machine? Why do you think we use machines? Good job. They do make work easy. So all machines are designed to make work easier, and all machines, regardless of how big and how crazy they may be, they are all made up of simple machines. Does anybody know what a simple machine is? No, not really. Well, a simple machine is made up of one or more parts to make work easier. So we are going to read this book called Simple Machines by Alan Fowler. We use machines every day. Machines help make our work easier. Some machines, such as lawnmowers and vacuum cleaners, have many parts. Other machines have few parts. They are called simple machines. Levers, inclined planes, wheel and axles, and pulleys are 4 kinds of simple machines. A bottle opener is a kind of lever. It helps you remove the cap from the bottle. Y'all ever used a bottle opener? Like on a bottle of root beer or something? Yeah. Some levers can help you move a heavy object such as a rock. Push down on one end of the lever, and the other end moves up and pushes against whatever you are trying to move. A crowbar is a lever too. You ever ridden a seesaw? A seesaw is a kind of lever. One side goes up while the other side goes down. A plane is just a flat surface, like a wooden board, and an inclined plane is a flat surface that is slanted. Ramps are inclined planes. It's easier to push a big load up a ramp than to lift it, right? A wedge is another kind of inclined plane. A wedge can help you cut wood, and when a wedge is hit with a big hammer, a thin part of the wood comes off. Wheels help things go. An axle or a rod connects a pair of the wheels, and the axle helps the wheels turn. Wheels are on bicycles and cars. It would be very hard to move a bike or a car without wheels. A pulley helps you lift objects. A pulley's rope passes over a small wheel and pull down on one end of that rope, and you can lift up a very heavy load tied to the other end. A pulley can help you raise and lower the flag on a flagpole. You can even lift the sail on a boat using a pulley. Some children are using 2 kinds of simple machines. A wheelbarrow is a kind of lever, and it has wheels. Have you ever used any simple machines? So have any of you ever used a simple machine? I'm sure you have. Well, right now, let's go ahead and look at this video. It's Simple Machines is what it's called. It's a song.
Simple machines make work easier to do. Use a wedge or a lever or a pulley or a screw. A wheel and axle or an inclined plane. They're all simple machines. Are simple machines. A wedge starts wide but is pointed at the end. A lever's like the seesaw that you ride on with a friend. A pulley is a wheel with a rope that goes around. Wherever there is work to do, you know what will be found. Oh, simple machines make work easier to do. Use a wedge wedge or a lever or a pulley or a screw, a wheel and axle or an inclined plane, they're all simple machines, all simple machines. An inclined plane helps you move things up and down. A wheel and axle helps things move or turn around. A screw is like a screw. Oh, come on, hold on, wait a second. Or the lid of a jar. Without simple machines, we couldn't get too far. No, simple machines make work easier to do. Use a wedge or a lever or a pulley or a screw, a wheel and axle or an inclined plane, they're all simple machines, all simple machines. Simple machines make work easier to do. Use a wedge or a lever or a pulley or a screw, a wheel and axle or an inclined plane, they're all simple machines, all simple machines.
Well, that was pretty cute. It kind of made it a little bit easier to understand what they were, right? Yeah. So, like they said, a simple machine is made up of one or more parts to make work easier. So there are 6 basic simple machines, and as a class, we are going to sort objects into these categories. Okay, so remember, a lever is a board or a bar that rests on a turning point. An inclined plane is a flat surface that is higher on one end. A wheel and axle is an axle is a rod that goes through the wheel, and this lets the wheel turn. So it's like straight, and then they have the wheels on the ends. So that helps make the wheels move. A screw, I'm sure you've all seen a screw. It's like a nail, but it has these little grooves on them. So it makes it easier for something heavy to stay in a wall. Yeah, it's a simple machine made up of another simple machine. It is an inclined plane that winds around a nail. A wedge is used to push 2 objects apart. So you put it through the middle and you wedge it out the side. It's made of 2 inclined planes, and these planes meet and form a sharp edge and can split things apart. A pulley is made up of a wheel and a rope. The rope fits on the groove of the wheel, and one part of the rope is attached to the load. When you pull on one side of the pulley, the wheel turns and the load will be moved. So that's like what you could use if you were wanting to move that big old elephant. Okay, so I'm going to give each of you 2 simple machines to examine. Look at them and try to figure out how they make work easier. Why should we think about how they make work easier? It is how the simple machines are classified. So once you've examined your simple machine, when I tell you to, find a partner and compare the machines with. Look at how they are alike and how they're different, and think about what type of simple machine that you have. So there are 2 people, and how many simple machines? There's 4 machines. So when I tell you to, you and your partner will find another group of 2 students and compare the simple machines. So there are 4 people, and how many simple machines? 8, because each of you have 2. At this point, I'm going to start dividing you all into the 6 simple machine categories. So look at how they make work easier. You'll have 8 people, and how many simple machines? 16. Good job. Yeah, because each of you have 2. Are there any questions about what you're going to be doing? I'll be walking around to answer any questions that may pop up during the activity, and I'm going to pass out the objects for you. Okay, so now that you've all observed the machines individually, I want you to find a partner and compare them with. Students, I want you to make groups of 4 and compare the objects. Then I want you to start making the categories. And then we're going to combine the groups of 4, so there'll be 2 large groups, okay? One person from each group will be responsible for reporting what objects are in each of the simple machine groups. I want you to make a list of levers, pulleys, wedges, inclined planes, wheel and axles, and screws on the board, okay? So we'll have a reporter that comes to the board and does that. So now I want you all to make a chart of the 6 types of machines, and in each category you must have at least 3 examples, okay? Okay, now Did you put similar objects in the same simple machine category? Looking at each of the list, why do we use a lever? Right. What about wedges? Yeah, incline planes, screws, pulleys. Good job. And why do you think we use simple machines? Yeah, they do make work easy. It's so easy to use stuff whenever you have a machine. What is a simple machine? Yes, it's made up of other machine, or no, it is designed to make one or more parts to make work easier. I'm sorry. So for your homework tonight, I want you to look around your house for any machines that you use in your house. Could you live without them, you think? How would you manage to live without them? So that's what you will do for your homework. And tomorrow I want you to bring it back and let us know what you have found. Good job, class.